Young Buzz. Welcome back to the channel. Today we need to talk about something big. And when I say big, I mean a moment that might go down as one of the fastest, loudest, and boldest achievements from a rookie K-pop group this year. Yes, we're talking about Cortis and how they just smashed through a record that even established groups struggle to reach. So let me start with the headline first. Cortis has officially added a record of hundreds of millions of streams. According to the latest Spotify stats, as of the 27th, their debut album, Color Outside the Line, has now surpassed 200 million cumulative streams. And wait for it, they did that in just 3 months. 3 months. When I first saw the number, I had to double check if it was actually correct. I mean, 200 million streams is impressive on its own, but the speed? That's the part that really starts conversations. Because this makes Cortis the fastest growing K-pop group this year to hit that number. And we're not just talking about buzz or hype. These are actual listener statistics, actual global streams, actual fans hitting replay over and over and over again. Color Outside the Line hit 100 million streams just last month. And then, out of nowhere, they added another 100 million in 1 month. That alone tells us something deeper is happening here. Either their fandom is exploding at a rate we didn't notice, or the general public is starting to treat their songs like daily playlist essentials. Maybe it's both. And get this, they're currently pulling in 2 million streams every single day. 2 million every day for a group that just debuted. Let that sink in for a moment. Imagine waking up as a rookie idol and realizing millions of people around the world are listening to your voice before they even get out of bed. Now let's talk about the album itself. It contains 6 songs, and if you've listened to it, you know the project doesn't feel like a rookie album at all. The title track, What You Want, obviously leads the pack. But then you have Go, you have Fashion, you have Joyride. And the thing with Cortis is that every track feels like it targets a different kind of listener. Some songs feel trendy, some feel bold, some feel nostalgic, and some just feel straight up addictive. Personally, I think one of the reasons this album blew up so quickly is because it doesn't sound like a safe debut. A lot of groups start with something conventional so they don't scare off the public. But Cortis didn't try to play safe. They went with a full identity from the beginning. And the fans responded to that. Let me ask you though, if you've listened to the album, what's your favorite track? Do you think What You Want deserves the spotlight? Or is there another B-side that you can't stop looping? I honestly feel like Joyride is the sleeper hit of the album, but I want to know what you think. Now, here's another wild detail. It's not just streaming success. Cortis also recently achieved million-seller status with this same debut album. Circle Chart confirmed that Color Outside the Line has sold over 1.06 million copies. For a debut, that's not just good, that's history shaping. We need to talk about how rare this combination is. Most rookie groups get one of the two. They either get strong physical sales because their fandom is organized and dedicated, or they get strong digital performance because their songs appeal to the general public. But Cortis managed to get both. They're charting globally, and they're selling albums like a group that's been around for years. This raises a big question. What exactly is Cortis doing differently? Let me share my personal theory, and I want you to tell me if you agree or if I'm completely off the mark. I think Cortis didn't debut with the goal of finding their identity later. A lot of groups debut with a concept that feels more like a placeholder, something the company can adjust based on the public's reaction. But Cortis feels like a finished product from day one. Their music, their visuals, their attitude, even the structure of their album. It all feels intentional. It feels like a statement. Color Outside the Line isn't just the name of the album. It's the message of their entire debut. They're telling the industry that they're not here to fit into a mold. They're here to break one. And honestly, I think the public loves that. In a year where so many debuts feel similar, Cortis stands out because they aren't afraid to feel different. But let me throw another angle at you. Do you think their rapid rise is because the K-pop audience is craving something fresh? Or do you think they got lucky with timing? Sometimes the stars align for a group and the timing just works in their favor. But with the numbers they're pulling, I don't think this is just luck anymore. 2 million streams a day is not luck. That's consistency. That means people aren't just discovering them, they're returning to them. They're making Cortis a daily soundtrack. Another thing I find interesting is how quickly international fans pick them up. Usually, rookie groups need time to build global traction, but Cortis was trending on international social platforms from their very first teasers. That kind of response doesn't happen unless something about their presence is naturally magnetic. But this is where I want to open the conversation to you. Do you think Cortis is on their way to becoming one of the biggest 4th gen or even 5th gen groups? Or do you think it's too early to make predictions like that? Because here's the thing. Numbers can't lie, but longevity depends on more than numbers. It depends on consistency, evolution, and how well a group adapts as trends shift. But if their debut alone looks like this, is it unreasonable to expect even bigger milestones later? Now, let's talk about something that might stir the comment section a bit. This entire year, a lot of groups have been fighting for the fastest growing rookie title. Every few months, a new group appears and breaks a record. But what Cortis just did feels different, because it's not just a record for the sake of headlines. It's a record backed by genuine listening power. People aren't just watching their music videos once, they're playing their songs every day. They're adding them to playlists, they're making TikTok edits, they're spreading their music naturally. So here's my slightly controversial take. I think Cortis is about to become a group that shifts the expectations of what a debut year should look like. Not because they're breaking records, but because they're redefining how much impact a rookie group can have globally without needing years to build momentum. Most groups grow slowly. Cortis exploded. And I think this will push other companies to rethink how they produce debut albums. Maybe we'll see more bold concepts, more experimental sounds, more confidence from groups who don't want to play it safe anymore. But now I want to hear your take. Do you think Cortis is already setting new standards? Or do you still need to see more from them before making that judgment? And while we're at it, what do you think is driving their popularity the most? Is it their music, their visuals, their performance style, the marketing, or something else we haven't talked about yet? Personally, I think it's a perfect storm. The music is strong, the styling fits, the timing worked, and most importantly, the members themselves have a certain charisma that you can't fabricate. Some groups just have that spark, and Cortis happens to be one of them. Before we wrap this up, let me circle back to the achievement itself, because I want to highlight just how big this is. 200 million streams, 1.06 million albums sold, 1 debut, 3 months. Those numbers don't just represent success, they represent momentum. And momentum is something that can turn a rookie group into a powerhouse in a very short amount of time. So here's my final question for you, and I really want you to answer this one. Where do you see Cortis 1 year from now? Do you think they'll be headlining award shows? Do you think they'll break even more streaming records? Will they dominate both physical and digital charts again? Or do you think the competition is fierce enough that anything could happen? Whatever your opinion is, drop it in the comments, because I genuinely want to know what the community thinks about this moment. This might be the start of something huge, and you and I are witnessing it in real time. All right, that's all for today. This has been Anyang Buzz, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, take care and keep buzzing.